Welcome to Shiksharthi, and today's our topic is clocks. You can see this demo clock here. There will be two hands. As we all know, there are two hands in a clock. The shorter in length is called hours hand. The longer in length, we call it as minutes hand. And there is one more hand which is also moving, the red one, is called the seconds hand. So majorly in this topic, we'll be talking about hours hand and minutes hand. And maybe we cannot see them happening, but all these three hands will be moving in one direction, which we call it as clockwise direction. So all three will move. Hours hand is moving, minutes hand is moving, and seconds hand is also moving, and all three of them are moving in one direction, which we call it as clockwise direction. Now let us talk about minutes hand. If I wish to know about minutes hand, what I can say, I am trying to relate the movement of the minutes hand with the angle it is covering. So you can please tell me, right now it is pointing at somewhere around 4. Again to point at 4, it will cover 360 degrees. So imagine, visualize what is 360 degrees for a minutes hand. If it is pointing at 4, again pointing at 4, it will do 360 degrees. And for that, it will take 60 minutes of time. So what I can say about minutes hand, in every 60 minutes, it will cover 360 degrees. Am I right? So we all can understand this. Now for minute, for every minute or per minute, it will cover 6 degrees of angle. So please understand, when a minutes hand moves 1 minute, it will cover 6 degrees of angle. Angle cover is 6 degrees. Similarly, if I talk about hours hand, when we talk about hours hand, imagine the hours hand is pointing at 12, again to come at 12 to 12, that means it will cover total 12 hours of time. So covering 360 degrees by hours hand will be taking 12 hours of time. And every hour, it will cover 30 degrees of angle. So what does that means here? If you see this as a clock, imagine this is a clock. So we have a 12, 3, 6, 9, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10 and 11. And you can see right now, suppose the hours hand is pointing at 12. Again, when it points at 1, the angle between the two hands will be 30 degrees. That's what this says. In 1 hour, the hours hand will cover 30 degrees of angle. You can see 30 degrees. So you can say 1, 30 degrees, 2, 30 degrees, that is 60, 90. So when it is pointing at 3, from this to this, you see both these are perpendicular lines. And the total angle have to be how much then? 90 degrees. So here the total angle will be 90 degrees. And in that way, if you proceed, 30, that is 120, 150, and this makes it 180. So you can see when it is pointing at 6, the total angle here will be 180 degrees. We all know straight lines will have 180 degrees as angle. So every hour from 12 to 1, 30 degrees, 1 to 2, 30 degrees, 2 to 3, 30 degrees. Like that, hourly, it will cover 30 degrees of angle. Now imagine the same thing happening with the minutes hand. Every minute, it will cover 6 degrees of angle. Now, is hours hand moving every minute? Is it moving every minute, or hourly it will move? Will it jump from 12 to 1 directly? Never it happens. It is moving every minute. Please observe this calculation. Hour means, can I say 60 minutes of time? 1 hour is nothing but 60 minutes. And I am taking the same angle 30 degrees over here. 1 hour 30 degrees. So 60 minutes is nothing but 30 degrees. So every minute it will cover half a degree. If you divide both sides by 60, you get half a degree. So every minute hours hand is also moving. Maybe we cannot see that happening by our naked eye. We cannot directly see that is happening. But every minute the hours hand is also moving, and that is something like half a degree it is moving. So every minute minutes hand is moving. Every minute hours hand is moving. And every minute second hand is also moving. All three of them are moving is what we can observe. Now the point is, since all of them are moving in one direction, there have to be some relative angle between them. Now what is relative angle? Let me explain this with some other example. See here, all of you. So what I say, suppose this is a starting point for all three of the hands, and this part you can take like this is how much? 6 degrees of angle here by minute's hand. Okay, second minute again it will cover 6 degrees of angle. So every minute it is covering 6 degrees of angle in one direction. And now when I talk about hour's hand will move only half a degree. Second minute again it will move half a degree, and so on it happens. So every minute, minute's hand will cover 6 degrees. Second minute it will cover another 6 degrees. Third minute again it will cover 6 degrees, and like that it goes on happening, like 6 degrees it will move further. And in the same direction, hour's hand is also moving half a degree every moment. Now what is happening, my friend? If I take 1 minute of calculation for both of them, 1 minute calculation for minute's hand and hour's hand, both of them if you take, then what happens? In 1 minute, minute's hand will cover 6 and hour's hand will cover half. So the gap between them will be 5.5 degrees. Do you all agree with me? Minute's hand will cover 6 degrees. Hour's hand will cover half degree in the same direction. So the relative gap between them, the minute's hand and the hour's hand, will be 5.5 degrees. You see, 2 minutes total calculation. In 2 minutes, minute's hand will cover how many degrees? 12. And hour's hand will cover how many degrees? 1. So 12 minus 1 is 11 degrees in 2 minutes. 11 degrees in 2 minutes. So every minute 5.5 degrees again. So every minute the gap between them increases or decreases at a rate of 5.5 degrees is the relative angle. So there is a concept called relative angle, and that is something like this. A relative angle means 6 degrees by minute's hand minus half degree by hour's hand, and this is taken as 5.5 degrees or 11 by 2 degrees of angle. So what you can understand, you can see the gap between the hour's hand and the minute's hand will increase every minute by 5.5 degrees. Okay, so please understand some of the figures which I tell you, like for example, you can see this is at 12 o'clock, you can say at 12 o'clock, and when it comes to 12:01, 12:15, like that, there is some gap developing here. What is 12:15? You can see this is almost like 12:15. This is what we call it as 12:15. So there is a gap developed between the hour's and the minute's hand, and that gap increases or decreases at a rate of 11 by 2 degrees, or you can also call it as 5.5 degrees of gap. So whatever there is an angle between the two hands will be increasing or decreasing at a rate of 5.5 degrees. That is what we need to understand. And the whole calculation of clocks will be based on this relative angle and the gap generated between them, the angle. So here, majority of the time the questions will be, what is the angle between two hands is the question. Like right now we can see it is almost 3:30, and the question will be, what is the angle between two hands? That is hour's hand and the minute's hand is the question. And to understand this angle concept and all, we need some more basics here. So I'll try to discuss one more basics here with you. The two hands can have 0 degrees between them. There can be 180 degrees between them, and there can be any other angle like 30 degrees, 40 degrees, 20 degrees, 10 degrees. A gap between the two hands can be possible here. Okay, so what is the calculation? When I say two hands coincide, now you all know what is meant by coincide here. I'll just show you by the example of, by the diagram here. This let us consider as hour's hand, this you call it as minute's hand, and you can see the hour's hand and minute's hand both are coinciding here. Or else you can also use a word, the minute's hand is overlapping the hour's hand, overlapping one on the other. So you can also use, instead of coincide, overlap as a word. And when they overlap, what is the angle between the two hands? I can also say the angle between the two hands is 0 degrees. The angle between the two hands is 0 degrees. So the same thing, same statement saying that one hand is overlapping on the other or coinciding or 0 degrees angle In any of these three ways I can call it as. I can also say the two hands are directing towards one direction. They both are directing towards one direction. So when two hands direct at one direction, the angle between the two hands will be 0 degrees. So now you can see by this diagram everyone can say that the time right now is at 12. So when it is 12 noon or 12 AM, I can definitely see the two hands are coinciding or overlapping or angle 0 degrees. Okay, so all these are possible. So exactly at 12 o'clock I can see this happening. Now can you tell me when again it will happen? After 12, immediately after 12, when it will again happen? It will happen approximately at 1:05. You can see, say this is 12, this is 1, 2, 3, and both hands are almost pointing at 1:05, and then I can see the coincide is happening. So immediately after 12, it happens at 1:05. Then it happens at 2:10, but not exactly at 1:05, not exactly at 2:10. Okay, so say 1:05 plus. I don't know what is that fraction value. We can find out that fraction value here, and just say it not exactly at 1:05 is what I'm trying to say. Okay, then 2:10. Now you must be wondering why not at 1:05, 2:10, 3:15. If you see the watch anytime you see the watch, 3:15 will be something like this: 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this is something you call it as 3:15. The minutes hand will be pointing at 3, but hours hand will have some gap. Exactly at 3:15, the two hands will never coincide. Please observe the watch anytime. I mean, closely watch the hours hand and minutes hand at 3:15. You'll find some gap. Why that gap, you tell me? That gap is because the hours hand is moving half degree every minute. So this one, when it is 3:15, 3 o'clock to 3:15, if you imagine 3 o'clock to 3:15, it is moving 15 minutes. The hours hand is moving for 15 minutes, and that will take half degree for 15 times. Half degree for 15 times is nothing but 7.5 degrees. So here the gap between the two is 7.5. 7.5. I'll take one more figure to quickly make you understand this. Observe this, all of you. This is something we call it as 3 o'clock. This is something we call it as 3 o'clock, right? 3 and 12. But right now the hours hand is not pointing at 3. That angle which is formed between the two hands is nearly 7.5 degrees. And the calculation you can understand by the statements which I've used here. Okay. And further if you go, 4:20 plus 5:25 plus 6:30 plus 7:35 plus 8:40 plus 9:45 plus then 10:50 plus 11 something like 55 plus, and this time will be same as 12, which we have already counted here, which we have already counted once. So you can see normally you may get a feeling that it is happening hourly once, right? It happens, the two hands coincide hourly once. At 12 o'clock it is happening, 1 o'clock it is happening, 2 o'clock it is happening. Actually speaking, it should be said like this: between 12 and 1 it is happening, 1 and 2 it is happening, 2 and 3 it is happening, 3 and 4 it is happening, 4 and 5 o'clock it is, between 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock it is happening, and so on it continues. So you may get a feeling that it is happening for 12 hours 12 times. But if you count it please, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and this is something which we have already counted. So this is happening for 11 times only in every 12 hours. In every 12 hours, it will happen only for 11 times. I'll try to explain this in another method. If you observe this gap between these two timings here, all of you, the gap between these two timings. What is the gap? From 12 to 1:05, that means it is taking 1 hour 5 minutes. And again 1:05 to 2:10, again 1 hour 5 minutes. Again 1 hour 5 minutes. That means from one instance to the other, one to other, second instance, third instance, fourth instance, it is taking 1 hour 5 minutes and some extra time. If it is happening exactly at 1 hour, then I can say 12 times 12 hours, some calculation like that. But it is taking 1 hour 5 minutes, not exactly 1 hour. So since that 5 minutes extra grace time it is taking, that will take away one shot. So the last one I should never consider. I should say in every 12 hours it happens for 11 times. Okay, so now the continuation of this, or I can say in a day, or consider in 24 hours it happens for 22 times. In 24 hours it happens for 22 times is the point to note, all of you. Okay, all of you. So in a day, or you can call it as 24 days, or in one day it happens for 22 times. Every day it happens for 22 times. So 24 hours, 22 times, half the day, 11 times is the calculation. Now you all must be getting curious to know what all the exact timings are there. What are the exact timings? Okay, so let me give you an idea on this. What are the exact timings and all? So first one, it happens at 12 friends. Second one, it happens at 1, 5 plus, I said, right? 1, 5 plus. So the calculation goes like this. Listen, all of you. So if I say 11 times in every 12 hours, if I say one time, it will take 12 upon 11 hours. I'm just dividing by 11 on both sides. Fine? And then this will be 12 upon 11 into hour means 60 minutes, can I say? Hour means 60 minutes, can I say? Fine? And this will be total 720, 12 into 6, 720 upon 11 minutes. And that will take for one time. That means each time, one time to the other, it will take 720 upon 11 minute of time. And if I divide 720 by 11, 72 divided by 11 is 6 times 66. Okay, out of 72, 66 is gone, 60 is left. 5 times 55. And after that, a fraction value of 5 by 11 minute is left. Okay, a fraction value of 5 by 11 is left. And this is one time. For every time, it will take 65 5 by 11. That means, as per the previous slide, my friend, 12, exactly 12 to 1 5 plus, it will take 65 5 by 11 minutes. That means here I am adding 65 5 by 11 minutes of time. Again, I am adding 65 5 by 11 minutes of time. And further, if you try to understand this, what is this breakup is all about? If I break this number, this is 60 minutes plus 5 minutes and plus 5 by 11th of the minute. So 60 minutes, we all know it is nothing but 1 hour plus 5 minutes. You can see this comparison now. 1 hour 5 minutes, the comparison of the two timings, 1 hour 5 minutes. And what is this plus? This plus is nothing but this 5 by 11th part of the minute. 11th part of the minute. Now try to understand this calculation. What we wrote earlier, this is what we wrote earlier, right? 315 and then 4. I mean 420 plus, then 525 plus, then 630 plus, then 735 plus, 840 plus, 945 plus, and 1050 plus, 1155 plus we have eliminated because that is already considered as 12. Now, what are the exact timings? To first number 12 I'll take as it is. Now what I can do, add 1 hour 5 minutes and 5 by 11. Adding 1 hour, this becomes 1. 5 minutes, 1 5. So you get 1 hour 5 minutes added here. And instead of plus, this 5 by 11 fraction part. So this is the exact time when the two hands coincide between 12 and 1. This is the exact time when it happens. So we are all assuming that after 1 o'clock when they'll coincide means this is the time. Now again add 1 hour 5 minutes to this. 1 hour 5 minutes. Adding 1 hour, this becomes 2. Adding 5 minutes, this becomes 10. 5 by 11 plus 5 by 11 will be a 10 by 11 is what you get. So between 2 and 3, when the two hands coincide, if anyone asks you between 2 and 3 when it is, it's 2, 10, 10 by 11. Not exactly at 2, 10. It's 2, 10, 10 by 11th fraction part of the minute. At that time, the two hands will strike each other or they'll overlap on each other. Okay, this is what happens. Again adding 1 hour 5 minutes and 5 by 11. This becomes 3:15. Now already 10 by 11, another 5 by 11. See here, this is what happens. 10 by 11 plus 5 by 11 will be 15 by 11, which I can write it as 1 4 by 11. If I divide 15 by 11, it is 1 4 by 11. So that 1 minute will be added over here. So instead of 15, I should exactly write 16 here in that case. So this is 16 and that 4 by 11. You followed, I guess, right? It should be 3 15, 10 by 11 plus 5 by 11 is what happening, my friend. So 10 by 11 plus 5 by 11 is 15 by 11, which is in short can be written as 1 4 by 11. So that 1 I added here. So instead of 15, I have written 16 over there. And then again, the same thing continues to happen, like 1 hour, 5 minutes and 5 by 11. So this is 4 21, 9 by 11 is what you get. And then 5 26, 9 by 11 plus 5 by 11. Here you see 9 by 11 plus 5 by 11 is 14 by 11, and that will be 1 3 by 11. So that 1 minute I added already here. So it should be something like, you can say this have to be 7 instead of 6. This have to be 7 instead of 6. So 21 plus 5 is 26. Because of this 1 minute extra, this is 27, and then the other fraction part is 3 by 11 over here. And then again add 1 hour 5 minutes. 6 32 and 5 by 11 added 8 by 11 you get. And then 7 37 you get. And then 8 by 11 plus 5 by 11. I continue to write here. 8 by 11 plus 5 by 11 is equals to something like 13 by 11. And that is 1 2 by 11 is what I get. So adding 1 over here, this should be 8 instead of 7. 8 instead of 7. And then the fraction value of 2 by 11 will be added. And then 8 plus 5, that is 43, 7 by 11 you get. And then 9 plus 5, that is 48, 7 by 9, 7 by 11 plus 5 by 11 will be 12 by 11 here, 12 by 11. That is 1 1 by 11. So I'm adding 1 minute to this, and that will be 49. Here it is 49, and then fraction value of 1 by 11. And finally, another one time, that is 10. 49 plus 5 is, 49 plus 5 is how much? 54. And 1 by 11 plus 5 by 11 will be 6 by 11. And see what happens next if I repeat this. It's 11:59, 6 by 11 plus 5 by 11 plus 1 minute here. Plus 1 minute here, and that should be equal to exactly 12. And that we don't consider because already we are starting with 12. So I don't want to count that again, repeat, count again. So let us count how many times it is happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So in every 12 hours it happens for 11 times. This is a proof. So this happens almost, you may get a feeling like hourly once it is happening and we have to count 12 times in 12 hours kind of a stuff. But this is what actually happens. So in a day it happens for 22 times. Okay, so this part, till this part you please keep practicing. In the next part I'll show you some more angles and what is the method to get the angle or the exact timings between that. Before I close, I take one more point here, make it very important. Between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock, when the two hands will coincide. This is the proper question in clocks. Between 5 and 6, when the two hands coincide. So this is the exact timing. You should not say 5:30 or 5:25. The exact timing is 5:27, 3 by 11 as a value. Okay, so keep practicing this. Thank you all. In the next video, we can continue with the clocks.